This episode is sponsored by Brevo, Collective, and Shopify. Brevo is your all-in-one marketing and CRM platform that helps you turn attention into actual revenue. From email marketing to automation to CRM tools, Brevo keeps your audience warm without you manually following up 24/7. And Collective helps you handle the business side of being a creator or an entrepreneur. From bookkeeping to taxes to compliance, they make sure you're structured correctly and not leaving money on the table. And Shopify, your commerce engine. It's how you actually sell the thing. Whether that's digital products, physical products, or services, Shopify gives you the tools to build, market, and scale your store all in one place. And if you're serious about building a real business, not just posting the content, these are the tools behind the scenes. Get started today with Brevo at brevo.com/creator. Save with Collective at collective.com/CHC. And launch with Shopify, shopify.com/CHC. Today's show is sponsored by Strawberry.me. Are you actually where you want to be in your career right now? Or do you wake up most days feeling like you're capable of more? You're just not sure how to get there. I have been in your shoes, but here's the truth. Success doesn't just magically happen, y'all. The people you see doing incredible things in their careers, they have guidance. They have mentors, they have coaches, and people helping them think bigger and move faster. And that's exactly why I love Strawberry.me career coaching. Career coaching gives you the clarity, the strategy, and the accountability you need to turn your goals into reality. Instead of guessing your next move, you're working with an expert who helps you identify what's holding you back, build a step-by-step plan, and then you take action with confidence. Because sometimes the difference between staying stuck and making real progress is simply having the right person in your corner. If you want to try it for yourself, go to strawberry.me/CHC and get 50% off your first coaching session. Strawberry.me/CHC. It's like therapy for your career. Welcome back to Call Her Creator podcast and another episode of the Weekly Scroll. Every week, I handpick the most important social media changes, break them down into plain language, and tell you exactly what they mean for your growth right now. And if you're smart, you will download today's episode like right now. Just head over to Call Her Creator, the little plus sign up at the top, click download and follow me so that you get my weekly updates every Thursday. This will assure that you never miss an algorithm shift or update from me. Okay, so let's zoom out for just a quick second before we even get into today's updates, because if you missed this part, you're going to miss the entire point of this episode. Instagram is no longer just a content platform, guys. It's becoming a sales platform, and everything we're about to talk about today supports that. For years, Instagram has made it kind of hard to sell. No links, limited features. You kind of had to jump through hoops just to get someone off the app, but now we can see that they're slowly, strategically changing that. So as I go through these updates, I want you to be asking yourself, how can I use this to make money? Not just, oh, cool, that's a great new feature. Okay, so Instagram is testing clickable links in the captions. And I know we've been begging for this since 2014, 2015? But it finally looks like it could be here. They're testing it on Meta verified users, which tells me everything I need to know here. Instagram is monetizing access to traffic. How are they doing that? They're only testing this on verified accounts. And that's a huge shift because up until now, the biggest friction point on Instagram has been go to my link in bio or comment the word XYZ and then you're DMing people and you're hoping that they go click the link. We've built entire businesses around getting people to click a link or go to the bio. So now imagine that someone reads your caption and they can just click your link. They buy right there. No extra steps. This is powerful, but here's my take. This is going to separate creators because the people who understand sales, those are the ones that are going to win, not the people who just know how to go viral, because now your caption matters more than ever. Your call to action matters so much because your offer is going to matter. If you don't have those pieces dialed in, a clickable link isn't going to save you. And here's where I want to get really tactical with you for a second, because everyone's excited about this idea of clickable links, but a link alone is not going to make you money, okay? And if you're doing too much, it might even turn people off. but your call to action, if it's strong, this could be really good for you guys. So if this feature rolls out fully, here are 3 ways you need to start thinking about your captions differently if you actually want to sell on Instagram. So first, clarity over being clever, okay? Number 1, just be clear with them. You do not need to be cute. You need to be clear. Instead of saying something vague like link in bio if you're interested, you're just going to say exactly what they're getting. Like download my 30-day content plan, join my membership for weekly Reels trends, start your email list today. People don't click because they're confused or they need to know more. They click because it's super clear what they're going to get from that. And then the next step here is 1 call to action versus having 5 at a time. This one is very, very important and one that a lot of people struggle with, okay? But you got to keep it nailed down to 1 juicy call to action. We don't want 5 there. It's going to confuse them. So calls to action aren't always just a link. Calls to action could be like, share this, save this, follow me, click here, comment here, DM me. Like that's all call to actions. So for each post that you do, you're going to have to give it 1 job. So if the goal is sales, your caption should lead to 1 action, which is to click the link in the caption. That's it. But the more options you start to give, the less they're going to do anything because I think they call it like paralysis. Like there's so many options, they just get stuck and they don't know what to do next. And then the third step here that I want you to remember is to build that desire before the link. So this is where most people get it wrong. They post a reel and then immediately they say, click here. Like, why? You didn't make me want to yet. Your caption has to do 3 things. It has to 1, call out the problem that your audience has, agitate it a little bit, like really hit home on it, and then position your offer as the solution. And then you get the link because now they're actually wanting to click because they're like, oh my God, she sees me. She knows what I'm struggling with. Yep, I'm going to buy it. So this is really actually what I teach inside of Social Media Sales School, because selling on Instagram is not about just posting all the time. It's about knowing how to guide people from content to click to conversion. So if you've been posting consistently, but you're not seeing sales, it might not be your content. It could just be your strategy. And so I'm going to link Social Media Sales School in the show notes for you guys. It has everything you need to turn Instagram into a sales machine. And I'm talking ChatGPT prompts. I'm talking frameworks that have helped my clients grow 3,000 followers in 30 days. Like it's got everything you need inside. And there's a special lesson on calls to action and the psychology around selling on Instagram. Okay. Next update, kind of small, but it's strategic in my view. So editing comments. Have you guys ever replied to a comment and you misspelled a word and then you're like, dang it. Now I either have to delete that comment and rewrite it or they're just going to see my misspelling. Like I do it all the time because I worked really, really fast with my hands. So at face value, editing captions, comments, you're probably like, okay, cool. But think about this. How many of you are selling in your comments? How many of you are answering questions, dropping links, fixing typos after posting? This makes it easier to keep conversations clean and clear and intentional. And Instagram wants conversations because conversations mean time on the app. So you can edit your comments back to people. But then they're going a step further and they're also going to allow you to turn off likes and activity in your feed. And I don't know, I kind of like this one because one of the biggest things I see holding creators back is they overthink their content because they're like, it didn't get enough likes, I'm deleting it. Like that's the biggest main concern I get with my clients. So you post something, you stare at it, you refresh, and then suddenly you're spiraling because you only got 5 likes. So this feature will allow you to just turn those likes and activity off without constantly measuring your worth against the numbers. And I'll say this. Some of my best content has come when I stopped obsessing over performance. Actually, it's like the ones that you just throw together are the ones that typically go off. So keep that in mind next time you're hard on yourself about the content that you shared.
Starting something new can feel terrifying. I remember when I first launched my podcast and my business, constantly asking myself, what if no one listens? What if no one buys? What if this just doesn't work? But choosing to take that leap was one of the best decisions I've ever made, and having the right tools makes all the difference. That's why so many entrepreneurs trust Shopify. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses worldwide and powers 10% of all e-commerce in the US. It helps you build a beautiful online store with ready-to-use templates, create email and social media campaigns to reach customers, and manage everything from inventory to analytics all in one place. It's time to turn those what ifs into with Shopify today. Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/CHC. Go to shopify.com/CHC. That's shopify.com/CHC. Are you ready to take your business's marketing to the next level? Meet Brevo, the all-in-one marketing and CRM platform built to help you connect with customers, boost engagement, and grow your business smarter. With Brevo, you can manage all of your customer interactions in one place, nurture leads with their built-in CRM, reach your audience through email and SMS, and keep them coming back with powerful automations. But here's where it gets really exciting. Meet Aura, Brevo's AI assistant. Aura helps you craft smarter campaigns by suggesting personalized content, optimizing send times, and even analyzing performance data to help you improve your strategy in real time. It's like having a marketing expert on your team 24/7. And of course, Brevo offers advanced analytics, seamless integrations, and AI-driven personalization, everything you need to create multi-channel campaigns that hit the mark every time. Get started for free today or use code CREATOR50 to save 50% on starter and standard plans for the first 3 months of an annual subscription. Just head to brevo.com/creator and take your marketing further with Brevo and Aura.
Okay, content creation update, Instagram edits. Whoop, whoop. Love edits. They just got another major upgrade. The teleprompter, if you've never seen it, you can literally paste in what you want to say, and it will scroll just like you're a news anchor. There's also the freeze frame, and there's the custom effects. All of this is inside the app, and this is very intentional. I'll tell you why. Because Instagram does not want you leaving to go to CapCut. They don't want you leaving the app to go to another editing app. So the more time you spend inside of Instagram and inside of edits, the more data they have on you, the more control they have, the more they reward you. So I know Adam will say, like, no, we don't care if you use another editing app. At the same time, why would they want you to leave Instagram? So this is your reminder. Simple edits, talking head videos, clear messaging, strong hooks. Just do it right inside of Instagram. This is still what performs. And one thing I want to touch on too, Meta is working on stronger protections, so they say, for original content. And I just find the timing of this very interesting too, because we all know like content stealing is happening more than ever. If you missed this week's episode of Call Her Creator on Tuesday, I talked about how a big creator stole my content word for word, like plagiarism to a T. And so I don't think that Meta working on stronger protections is going to magically fix everything. I do think it signals that they do care about originality. And I think that it's becoming more valuable, especially with AI taking over. There's so many AI twins on my newsfeed. It's crazy. But this should encourage you to use your own voice, record your videos, act like you're talking to a friend, literally act like you're FaceTiming your friend, share your own perspective of things. People want to know your opinion on things. So whenever the plagiarism thing happened and the creator stealing my content, I was so angry. I literally just popped up on Reels without any type of script and went off. And now I'm like almost at 2,000 likes, I think, which is pretty good for a talking head video. And a lot of people have shared it. They've been supporting me through it all. And it's because I was very real with them and I talked about a topic that was pretty spicy and interesting to them. So that is what people actually want to connect with. They want to connect with you. They want to know your thoughts. So if you haven't seen that reel, it's on my Instagram page and it says Copycat Saga, I think it says part 1 or something like that. Hold on, I have to show you. Oh, Disturbing Big Creator Copycat Saga part 1. So go look at that. It's got a lot of comments, a lot of views. It's doing really well. And it's all because I was sharing my opinion on something. So here's your homework today. Go record a 30-second video, maybe 30 to 50 seconds. Mine was actually 50 seconds long. Go record your feedback on a particular thing that's happening in your industry right now that you're upset about. Talk about it, be real with them. Start your video off with a hook at the very top of the video that says, unpopular opinion, but I don't agree with XYZ, and then talk about it. I don't know. I'm really liking talking heads. They're hard. They're not hard, but they do take more work sometimes because you actually have to get on camera. You have to edit, but they work so well. All right. Let's see. Any more? That was most of my updates for today, but I hope if this episode did open your eyes a little bit on how much Instagram is shifting into sales platform, then this is your sign to go get social media school because it's available right now and it's on sale for $147. You'll get access to my brain. I'll teach you everything step by step, how to build a social media system that sells for you. You'll get access to videos from me, ChatGPT prompts, cheat sheets, Canva templates, copy and paste, fill in the blank captions. All the things are inside of Social Media School. And I'm telling you, my students are growing so fast using my Core 5 framework that's inside of Social Media School. I'm talking like 2,000 to 3,000 followers, like just within a month or two. We used this framework on a nonprofit organization and they reached 1 million people like right off the bat, starting out in the first 90 days through these concepts that I teach inside of Social Media School. So it's not about posting more content, guys. It's just about knowing how to turn that content into actual revenue. So if you're ready to stop guessing and start selling with intention, I think you will like Social Media Sales School, and I will link it in the show notes for you. All right, that's all I got for you today. Like I said, if you missed my episode this week about plagiarism and copycats and inspiration, please go listen to it. It's going to blow your mind. And it also might protect you too, because if you're one of those people that gets inspired a lot by other people, you have to know that there is a fine line and you can actually get in big trouble for using other people's content word for word. So I've got a really good episode up on that. Please go listen to it. And if you liked today's episode, send me a 5-star review. Let me know you liked it. All right, thanks guys. See ya next week.